being Mexican American is like being part of a divorced family.
A black guy with blue eyes, that motherfucker's from the future. I tried playing tea party with her, and she just slid a teacup across the counter and like threw a rag on her shoulder, and she was like, "What's your poison?"
Welcome back to Working the Hour. I have my buddy Ernesto Ledezma that we're gonna be working some material out. You know the rules of the game, Ernesto. Is 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to basically introduce your material. We will do our best, including our cameraman, to punch it up. You at home, if you're watching this, you can also participate by commenting on this video and saying, "Hey, dude, I have better tag lines for it." So it can be a story, it can be jokes. You start first. You're my guest, and let's get this started. I'm gonna hit the 10 minutes, and you start telling me your jokes. Now, do you want me to interrupt you as you're telling these jokes, or do you want me to wait until the end and make notes?
You can interrupt me.
All right. Yeah. You got it? Here we go, guys. 10 minutes on the clock. Go ahead.
So with all my friends, like I'm 32, so all my friends are having kids and stuff. So I started thinking about having kids. Like, just what would the idea of that be like? And the more than anything, the idea just scared me because like just having a daughter seems terrifying. Because, you know, just I don't even have a daughter, but I already don't want her to be dating. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already a jealous dad, and I don't even have kids, I feel.
You think it's because you're a horrible boyfriend?
Definitely.
You're be a horrible dad?
One of those things where it's they're getting payback through, like, karma.
Look, I know who I am. I know my limitations. That's where you're going to... I know what I'm going to pay for in life.
That, and then also there was... Also, it seems scary and exhausting because as soon as your daughter's born, you're being forced into like a weird game in life where you're the goalie, and if the other team gets a point, your daughter's pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you're playing defense for the rest of your life now. You're just playing defense, and that seems exhausting. You know what I mean?
But you know what you can do is train her, bro, to be a monster. Like, literally, if that worries you, I have my daughter in jiu-jitsu. For that same reason, I want her to defend herself. That if a guy really is going after her, that she knows how to defend herself.
So make her tough.
Make her tough.
Make her tough.
You're gonna have to make her tough.
Make her tough. What about like cunning? You can make her into like a fucking player. You know what I mean? You can make her into like into a female fuckboy or whatever. Make her. I like the idea. That's funny. What about also there was but also I don't think on the other side of that, like if I have a son, that's also like the moment I have a son, immediately I gotta start training. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta start training to one day kill my son, because the moment my son is born, in his brain the clock is ticking, and one day he's gonna start sizing me up. You know what I mean?
And it tells me a lot about how you were raised, bro. If this is what bothers you, what kind of Caesar fucking mentality is this? Viva la Rome?
Or not necessarily kill my son, but I'm going to have to be training to be able to beat him at every point of his life. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, you don't have a son, but what do you think about that? What do you think about a son? Like, what?
I think I would love him to death. I would never want to fight him, but I don't know what you think.
They're coming, dude.
Yes, but that's something you can resolve just by buying a gun. I don't care how much.
That's wild, because then now you're just like you're forcing your kid at gunpoint to like respect it. I'm being more like, I'm gonna leave breadcrumbs like throughout my raising him to
that's why he's pissed. You're making a mess.
To let him know not to fuck with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when he's born, the first time his eyes open, I want to be doing push-ups in the corner, like making eye contact. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Just letting them know.
Show him your dick. Show him your dick when he's a kid.
I think parents did do that. Everybody has that.
See that you see your dad's dick and you go, man, it's huge. Yeah, compared to your fucking 5-year-old dick. So you will always.
You gotta mog him.
Have you seen my dad's dick, man? My dad's big. My dad's huge. Of course, you saw it when you were 5, dick. That gets impregnated in your fucking.
And for the rest of your life, my dad's dick is 9 feet tall.
I'm surprised he can hold on to that with those hands. They're so small.
Oh, that's true, dude. I have heard people be like, "Oh, I've seen my dad's dick and it's huge." So maybe that's. I don't think it was an accident as much as people think it is. No, it's mogging your child.
It's called parenting. Good parenting.
But as far as like having a kid, I have a niece, and I don't think that like that would be a problem. Like, cause we're not worried. I guess like having a daughter, you're just worried that she's gonna end up like teen pregnancy or like at risk youth. But with like my niece, I feel like we don't have to worry about that at all because like we're not gonna worry about fucking pregnancy because even when she was a kid, she would play with dolls, but she would give all her Barbies buzz cuts and stuff like that.
So
and
you knew, this one's safe.
yeah, they were all buzz cuts and flannels and stuff. So I think we're good on that one. I had another punchline for that one that I wanted that I thought it would be funny. Like, I tried playing tea party with her, and she just slid a teacup across the counter and like threw a rag on her shoulder, and she was like, "What's your poison?"
That's it.
What's your
no more
poison?
Yellowstone for this one. Yeah, don't let her see Yellowstone anymore.
And also, I caught her trying to add trying to get more horsepower out of her big wheel. Her words, not mine. I think that would be like a funny thing, but I gotta figure out I gotta add more to that premise. But also, I have this one where it's just like a note in my thing, a black guy with blue eyes. That motherfucker's from the future. So I don't know where that fits with anything, but we got that, dude. So if you have any more futuristic shit, like
I think more than anything, because your fear is kids, right? Having kids, like you don't know if.
No, because I think I.
How did you start this whole joke?
The whole thing is, I think I got to add more to it because I started with I've been thinking about having kids, so I have to think about. I have to add what made me think about having kids.
Yes. So why are you now thinking of having kids? Is it you and your girl getting a little serious? We're now probably contemplating on having kids.
Your friends are now inviting you to their kids' parties.
There you go. And it's kind of weird to be the only single dude out there at a birthday party. Like, who are you with?
No, I think I don't know. We went to a wedding. Recently. Mm-hmm. The sister's pregnant. More than anything, I think my girlfriend, because we're definitely serious. We live together and stuff.
Yeah, that qualifies, living together.
And and we go over to like each other's parents' house all the time. So more than anything, I think my girlfriend is just throwing hints out there all the time about family and stuff. I think she's like in my head now. You know what I mean? She's fucking. I got Stockholm syndrome, dude.
Listen, if you don't have a kid, you become, what is that called? Homosexual. You're just living for free, buddy. You gotta produce something.
No, yeah. I think that's. Plus, I'm getting older, and then also I don't have a. I was always like, fuck kids. They're like really annoying. But more recently, I'm like, they're manageable. But I think also I'm more stable now. So that's also a thing,
Listen, I'm not very thrilled that you want to have kids.
I'm not trying to have a kid. I'm just almost like I was thinking about it and just the idea. I was like, I don't know. It's a lot. The first stuff about kids that started coming to my mind, it was like, I already don't sleep well. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to get no sleep. So just like negative things, which leads me to believe that, and I'm going to make a note here. I'm not ready to have kids so I can look at this later. But that's mostly about that is the kid stuff. And I also have some I want to write some jokes about my dog. But really the only thing I have right now is that every time I see my dog, I turn into that like kid in high school that's like, where's my hug at? You know what I mean? Like, yo, where's my hug at? Every time I see my dog, where's my
dog? Who's my dog?
Yeah,
who's my dog? Come here.
My dog, yeah, dude. And also, like, I think it's fun. That's a funny thing that, like, your dog brings out of you. You're just, like, thirsty. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're, like, a nonchalant motherfucker or you're like, it's cool, everything's cool, I'm chill. You see a dog, you're like, oh, where's my hug at, dude? You, like, try to pet him. But it comes down, even, like, as a kid, because I live in apartments, and when we go walk our dog, all the kids start losing. He's like a celebrity. As a dog, you just walk him out, and everyone's like, can I pet the dog? You know what I mean? Just going crazy. I think that's like a funny aspect about it. Like, no matter what, you always just cheese out over dogs, dude. And I used to hate dogs.
Yeah, but understand that there's a huge difference between dogs and kids. You understand that? The dog, you can put him in the trunk of a car. He'll be happy to see you as soon as you open it.
But kids are like, babies are like celebrities also. When you bring a kid around, everyone's like, oh, people like throwing their kid out of the way.
Yeah. Fuck my kid. Look at this one.
I think that's pretty funny. I like that. I like the idea that, just the fresher the kid, like there could be a 2-year-old, and just 2 years ago, everyone stopped giving a fuck about the 5-year-old, and everyone's like, oh, this kid. But then a new kid comes, and everyone's like, fuck this kid, like they just always replace.
We gave you enough love. Keep it moving. That's it. So you have 1 minute. Anything else you want to hit up before we hit this minute?
What about where? No, I don't have anything.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So remember, this goes up. You guys tag it up. If you find any jokes, any material that we can use, he will tag it up. Now, where are you gonna be performing?
I'm gonna be at
Where can we see this?
I'm gonna be at the private suite in Pico Rivera. That's gonna be August 9th and September 27th through Los Angeles Secret Comedy, which is my production company. So come check it out. That's Los Angeles Secret Comedy, the worst kept secret in comedy. Pico Rivera's hottest show. August 9th, September 27th. I'm also on Pupusas and Punchlines pretty often, so go check that out.
Perfect. So if you want to see this material, he'll be performing it. And if you want to see if your tagline made it, then go to the show. There you go. Go to the show, and you'll see if the tags that you left on the comments actually made it to the joke. And that's the whole premise of this is we give a taste of how we develop our material to our audience, and they, in return, will help us out. And when you come see us, you're going to go, oh, shit, that's my punchline. I said that. I think the fact that you're thinking of having kids, okay, you really have to self-reflect and go, okay, before I even have a kid, I have to analyze how I was raised. Am I going to do this with my kid? And I think that's where you should take it, where you see how fucked up, like my mom did this to me, I'm never going to do to this kid. This is why this fucked me up. This is why this messed me up. And it could be a lot of funny scenarios, like, un pinche tío cochino me agarró la pipi. You know what? I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen to my kid. So how do I protect her from that? So I know I'm a train wreck. How do I make sure I produce something that's not a train wreck? What actions do I have to take? I'm definitely going to have to stop smoking crack. I think that's an important thing. You know what I mean? These are little things.
Do you have to stop smoking weed when you're going to get somebody pregnant?
No.
Or
I smoked weed the whole time when I was with Rocio and got pregnant. We're good. No. But it's the things that you will stop, like the ridiculous things that you do now as a kid, you can't explain that to them. Like, Dad, why do you smoke crack? Oh shit. But I think that's it. I think that's a good start. Good?
Yes.
Anything else? All right. Let's jump on my set. We're gonna start the timer. Here we go. These are some of the stories that I've heard that I want to develop. So a 5-year-old gets taken away from his family because they found PCP in the system.
Oh.
First of all, what is this? Angel dust? What is this? The 70s with 80s? PCP? Like, who's messing with PCP nowadays? You know what I mean? And where does this kid go? Yeah, I'm having contact with PCP. Where are you leaving your PCP that can...
Well, like you said, that's an old school drug. You gotta check grannies, uncles, anyone who was alive and fucking around with anybody that's a little too cool to be 70 or 80. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker did PCP.
Yeah. They're definitely anybody who's wearing sunglasses indoors. That's maybe like around your kid, but that's pretty crazy. And also it's weird that they were like, if they checked the family. Right?
Absolutely.
And they weren't on PCP, or they would have been like, in the entire family, they were just like, it's just the kid.
Yeah. What if it's just the kid?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did this... Where in the playground did he fucking hook up with PCP?
He's the bad influence. The kid.
The kid. Yeah, that is true. Before we take him away from the parents, maybe we need to protect the parents from the kid.
Yeah.
He's the one bringing PCP to the house. So I just thought it was crazy because my uncle would sell PCP, and I remember once having to dip PCP cigarette in a fucking carton of milk. So, and we would hand it out. And I remember being a kid, like, no wonder, man, I felt sleepy that day. It was fucking PCP in my
With
system.
no gloves, dude.
No gloves. So I can see where...
You know what's funny, too, since you make that distinction between that kid getting caught and you used to selling, I think it's funny if you be like, this kid sucked at selling drugs.
Oh, absolutely. He got caught.
I never got caught.
Yeah,
I
never got caught. I was
this
slick.
Kid is first movida, dude. He's getting hit up.
Okay, moving forward. So, moving forward next is me just letting you know, forget about this joke now. I want to move forward because I want to take advantage of my time. Being Mexican American, and when you go back to Mexico, you realize that there's a lot of animosity towards you from your cousins. And you're like, where is this animosity coming from? And I realized it was the fact that my dad would go to Mexico and tell everybody how wealthy we are and how fucking well it's going when we were really broke.
Yeah.
So it sounds a little pompous and it sounds a little fucking, conceited that they're over here or we're bragging about it. So no wonder they had an idea of us like, look at these pieces of shit coming over. If you have so much money, then why are they sleeping on the floor in our house? Go get a hotel. Like shit like that. Don't you think that built animosity?
It was like when your parents didn't have Instagram, or social media. So when they went over there, it's like, here's all the fucking hot ass cool shit that you missed that I did this. It's like going through someone's feed and it's all highlights of their life, but they only have like 2 weeks to tell them. Yeah,
exactly. Like because we don't have a Facebook to brag about.
So everything that they do is like, that reminds me of the time that I got a brand new car. Just anything. That reminds me of the time that my dick is 10 inches now. Like just anything, even stuff that it doesn't even pertain to living in the U.S. You know what I mean? Like, yeah he's pretty tall. Yeah, we got a tall kid. Not no these short Mexican kids.
And the cousin is like, yeah, and when you come from a small village or small town, bro, what are they going to tell you? Oh, yeah, the grass is a little taller this year. Like, what the fuck are they going to tell you? Yeah. So there's nothing there for them to fucking give you.
But I think that's the biggest thing is that they didn't have a way to update them all the time. So when you saw them, you just wanted to say all the... It's like when my girlfriend gets home from work.
She wants to tell you
everything that happened in the day, but in 10 minutes. You know what I
mean? And the thing is, I'm like, bro, I brought you clothes, Dick. I'm bringing you my old clothes. I'm fat as fuck. I don't fit in it. This fits you. Gentrification. I had this joke where I would explain to people what gentrification is, and I said, well, let me put it this way, and then I go into my whole bit where I go, let's say there's a lady named Maria, okay, and she sells the most delicious tamales in Juchipila, Zacatecas, right? Now these white people, they start buying property because Juchipila, Zacatecas is very magical and it's beautiful in the surroundings. So they buy a house there in Juchipila, Zacatecas, and they discover that Maria's Tamales in that apartment building downstairs, they're the best tamales ever. And so this white lady now tells all the other white people that are living in this big condominium in Juchipila, Zacatecas, that Maria's Tamales are most delicious tamales. When she discovered them, she said, Maria, how much is it for a tamal? She says, it's just 10 pesos.
And she was like, you could charge 20.
Oh my God, you could charge 20 for these tamales.
You charge 7.
My God, no. You should charge at least 350 pesos. These are delicious, not 10 pesos. So guess what Maria does? She starts selling her tamales for $20.
And like gearing it towards like fucking white people. So now they put fucking nacho cheese and Cheeto dust on shit.
They have the Cheeto dust all over the tamal. And they serve
all kinds of shit now.
Oh, so yeah, nacho cheese on top.
Because she's like, hey, this is good for it. Now your fucking tia's an influencer, all kinds of shit, just because the lady moved in next door and shit. Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's it. Her kids are in private school now. She's selling Cheeto tamales outside of fucking the condo.
Your uncle with the ultra, he's talking about something. It's vintage. It's vintage. No, eso son de las buenas.
Lo malo de esto, güey, es que now Doña Conchita, who always bought tamales from Doña Maria, goes, bitch, $20. What the fuck? This is gonna create hatred. It's gonna create animosity towards each other now. They're like, what the fuck, $20? I think that's what's going on in Mexico City right now.
You think there's animosity with each other and out of the country people? Or just
absolutely. I think in Mexico now it's become a big thing where they don't want gentrification.
But within themselves, like you think that they're like fighting with each other because it's like, it's your fault because
you're allowing them to take over.
Yeah.
You're renting to them and you're selling to them. But what are you supposed to do? This is a business. Like, you know what I mean? If somebody wants to buy my condominium and I'm selling a condominium, I'm not gonna go, oh no, because you're white. No, well, fuck you my money. I'm gonna work on this bit where it's being Mexican American is like being part of a divorced family. Like you always have to fight on both sides. You always have to defend both sides. Both sides do stupid shit, but you're the one caught in the middle.
Oh, it's like your mom is America and your dad's Mexico.
Exactly, like exactly because now I have my dad who's Mexico. Why Mexico? Because I can drink over there. I can fuck around. I can go crazy, but a little dirty. But, sometimes we do go hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes dad forgets to feed us. But here in America, it's great. We have stability. We have food. We're clean clothes, but there's rules. You know what I mean? We can't fuck around. Like, we have to be very, very well behaved in America.
I think that's funny. Maybe you know how like dads always try to buy your love. Like that's what Mexico's doing.
Well,
like,
what do you think
what the drink
Tijuana is? Hey, we have Hong Kong. We have the best Chinese food.
You want hookers? We got hookers.
We got. You know what we're about. Where do you find your best drugs? Here.
Yeah, but then but going to live with that is good. But then you're there a week. You're like, I want to go home, dude.
Yeah, bro, you miss clean clothes. You miss going home, like shitting inside of the house. I don't want to shit outside anymore.
That's why you only go there on vacation. You're like, I want to go home after a week. You come back, you got diarrhea. You come back from your dad's house.
Yeah, you have diarrhea coming back from your dad's house, eating street food all the time.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty funny.
You're recovering from spending 2 weeks at your dad's.
Your mom, she's like planning for your future. You got a bank account.
Exactly. And she's already bitching and whining. Te dije que no fueras. I told you not to go, but you want to go. That's what happens. Don't go.
That's pretty funny. What more can be
Can you and you'll have somebody like Donald Trump who's your stepdad.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like always bitching and whining, talking shit about Mexicans, and you're like, dude, that's my dad. Don't talk shit about my dad.
Yeah, like, dude, shit was fine till this motherfucker moved in the house. Now I gotta fucking
telling me what to do, who I can hang out with, who can I not hang out with.
Now my friends can't come over.
Exactly.
He's talking about they're illegal or something.
Yeah, he wants to fucking kick them out. I was like, bro, you don't even know them. Why are you talking shit about my friends?
I like that. He's like a stepdad. Yeah.
Telling my mom, hey, tell your son to tell his dad to build the fucking fence.
And you're
we need a fence.
And you're like, my mom only likes him because he's got money.
That's true. My mom only married him because he had money. Yeah. That's it.
He said he was going to get us out of debt.
And my dad only doesn't come over here because he doesn't want to pay child support.
Yeah, just excuses why. That's pretty funny.
He keeps claiming all of that is mine. Your mom took it away from me. She took away all of Texas. She took away Arizona, New Mexico.
It's like my mom keeps saying
divorce.
My mom keeps saying there's child support, but I don't see any of the beneficial money. Like, you know what I mean? Like America keeps saying there's benefits, but you're like, I'm not seeing any benefits.
I don't see the benefits. Where are they? Yeah. I don't even have terrenos to fight for.
I liked it better when we had a black stepdad.
I love it. When we had a black stepdad, he was nicer, man. He was nicer. Oh shit. Yep, that's it, guys. So that is a bit. So if you want to hear this bit, you can see me. I'm gonna be at the Upstairs Comedy Club on the 29th of August. On the 1st, I will be in LA. Check out the ticket links, and San Jose this upcoming Sunday. So thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. That is Working the Hour, guys. More episodes to come. And remember, your comment can make it to the joke. Just like what he just said right now. Yeah, I like my stepdad when he was black instead.
Right. So what I do it for the kids.
I do it for the kids. All right, guys. That is it. Thank you very much.